Nice little beat, bro.
It's the Young Nate podcast. I don't know.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls.
I'm finna deadass make like some lyrics to make it official.
I could fuck to this song.
All right.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, people of all lives and genders, welcome back to a brand new episode
We're on the music, bro.
of an unnamed podcast. Like always, I am your host
Right there.
with the most. It's been 90, or simply just 90, with co-host
Lord Shitter.
Lord Shit. Speaking of shits, dude, I just took a fat ass shit earlier.
So you swear.
Swear, dude.
Swear.
Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. A little bit different. It doesn't have the same feel to
Just
it.
chill, bro. It's just a chill guy type shit.
I like the little
Just chill guy, man. Chill guy shit.
It is shout out to the homie Ryan. Ryan, if you watch these podcasts, thank you for that.
We finna
beat.
plug you. We finna plug you on the.
I'll take his
description.
Instagram under there.
Yes, sir.
He made that beat for us. He literally charged me a Red Bull. So thank you to the homie Ryan. It feels weird, bro. Not having our
In return of compensation, we'll give you our signed tripod. Our signed tripod.
Now imagine we actually make it big. Like,
bro, I'm actually
make it huge, bro.
I would deadass sell like fucking, and then just
Well,
be like,
I
there
mean,
you go.
If we made it big, if we get sponsorships and make it big, I don't think we would have to sell anything.
No, I don't give a fuck. I'd
we
fucking
don't have to
this
sell
shit too.
anything. It sounds very low to me today, right now, bro.
You're gay.
I think it's because of the thing.
Be like, you can win an autographed LS69
Hello.
what
There
is
we
this?
go. It's a little bit better.
LCT 240 Pro with the cord.
With the extension cord.
Yes, sir.
Quick disclaimer: I am wearing the same clothes as the last one.
That's like your go-to shit, though.
It is, huh? I just noticed that it is. Like, this is like all black. All black is my go-to shit. Call me Emo.
Oh.
Because I'm Emo. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. A lot has happened since the last episode. We literally recorded the last episode yesterday.
It's been 24
You were
hours.
watching this a week after the other episode. And there has been another quick little thing before we actually start the whole pod thing.
Mm-hmm.
There was another plane crash, dude. Can you believe that shit? Another fucking plane crash.
Yes, sir.
This one happened
Philadelphia.
or some shit like that.
That
Which
shit
is
was
crazy.
so fucked up. I saw a read camera footage, and you just see like this big ass, and then they go ah.
Yeah, dude.
And
I
was
seen
like,
it.
What? And the funniest one is so fucked up. But there was like this funny ass clip I saw where it said, some girl's like, I was getting McDonald's and a plane fucking blew up.
Yeah, bro. Like imagine you going to fucking
Getting a McFlurry.
to McDonald's, bro. Trying to get a McFlurry, a McNuggets, some McFries with your McDrink, and then all of a sudden you hear Allahu Akbar,
Oh my fucking god.
and then big ass explosion.
That's so
I'd be
fucked
like,
up.
damn, that's terrible. And you know what's funny? Well, it's not funny. I shouldn't say what's funny, but what's crazy is that literally when we were talking about after we recorded the podcast yesterday, I went on TikTok and then I started seeing a bunch of like videos of like how Trump reacted to the helicopter / plane crash, and he's pretty much blaming DEI, and how he said that he was blaming everybody. Like he would like it seemed like he didn't give a fuck really. And then I went down that rabbit hole, and then there was this like quote unquote, if you can see my air quotes, this psychic future teller who said that in this year there will be a lot of plane crashes and planes will just stop working and fall from the sky. And literally the next day,
I mean, did this person
another plane crash happened.
Did this person say that right after the figure skating one or no?
Right after it, yeah. Or I think it was actually before. I think it was recorded before 2025.
I think that would have to go into consideration, but I mean, fuck, I don't know.
But
That's fucked up.
that's something I never really believed in, fortune tellers and stuff like that.
I refuse to have a fortune teller tell me some.
You know what?
Bullshit.
I don't know if I ever said this story on
No, I don't think you
the
did.
podcast
I know where you're going
about
with it, though.
me getting my palm read.
Fuck, did you?
I did, bro. It was at the.
No, I'm talking about like you telling it. I feel
No,
like
I don't
you
remember. I
did,
don't
but
think
it was
I
like
did.
it was probably like in the first like 2 or 3 episodes. or
maybe it
some
was the young unnamed podcast. When it was called Two Brothers. what's it called? Yeah. So I went to the fair. The what's it called? It's not called state fair. It's called the what? The
I mean, should we even say it so we don't dox ourselves?
no, it was just, let's say it's the fair. It was the fair that happens here every year. And I was still in high school. I was still in high school with it was me and my boy Curl. We went and I saw the fucking fortune teller there. They were called like palm readers or some shit like that. So I went and I told this fool, I was like, hey bro, like let's get our fortune read. And Christian's one of those people that he's like, yeah, he doesn't believe in that crap. So he was like, no, I'm not gonna do it. And I was like, you know what? Let me do it. And so I did it, and dude, like the chick, and look, and you know how sometimes they say that they could read your facial expressions to see if you're getting shit right. So with this chick, like she was in front of me, obviously. She was like this, right? And now, mind you, I go to a lot of concerts and I listen to music pretty fucking loud. So I'm deaf in a certain ear, right? I think it's my left ear. So I was doing this shit the whole time, like, facing my ear to her. And I was like, I'm sorry. I was like, I'm not ignoring you. I was like, I just can't, I can't hear. And you know what's fucked up? What? So I got there, right? And they were fine, bro. Like, they were all bad, bro. Bad as fuck. Baddies. And these fucking bitches didn't want to read my fucking hand. I was like, oh, are you guys open? And then they were like, yeah. And I said, okay, cool. And I was like, how much is it to get your palm read? And then she says $20. And I never carry cash. So I think I asked Christian, I was like, hey bro, can you let me borrow $20? And then he was like, yeah, whatever. So he always carries cash. I don't carry cash on me. And so he fucking gives me money. We go back in there, and I'm like, okay, like, I'm ready. Tell me why, bro. They was all looking at each other like, I'm not trying to read this fat fuck's hand. Like they didn't want to do their job. And so I kind of felt fucked up. I was like, that's fucked up, bro. Like that made me feel insecure, bro. Yeah. So then we go in there, and then by we, I mean me and the lady. And so she just grabs my hand, bro, and she's doing this shit to the hand. And I'm a little hard, I'm not gonna lie. And then she's like, just touching my hand, filling up my hand and shit. And I'm like, damn. And then so fucking, she starts telling me a bunch of shit, bro. She starts telling me shit that I have never told anybody, right? Maybe you could probably see it on my face, but she goes and says, and at the time, I was going through a heartbreak. This happened years ago, bro, like years ago. I was going through a heartbreak with some girl, somebody that I used to know. And so she starts telling me, she's like, so I could see that you but she wasn't like, like, how they do it in like movies, like I could see, no, like she was like straight up just telling me. She didn't want to be there, bro. I'm telling you. She was like, I could see that you're going through a heartbreak. She's like, just, get it into your head that, this isn't the one for you. You're talking to somebody right now, which I was, but this person is not the one for you. And then I was like, okay. And then that's when I kind of turned this way. And then like I was doing this shit, putting my ear towards her, because it was loud, bro. And then I'm telling her, like, she's telling me like all this shit, like, yeah, like I could see in the job that you're working at now, you don't want to be there for long. She's like, but you're going to progress in that job, and you're eventually going to start liking it. And she's like, but I know that's not the job that you want to do. And then that's when I told her, I was like, I'm sorry. I was like, I'm not ignoring you. I was like, I just can't hear, so I'm putting my face or my ear towards your mouth. She's like, yeah, I understand. And she starts telling me, she's like, I also see that you don't have a male figure in your life. You don't have a father figure. You have a father, but you don't have a father figure. And that's when I was like, holy shit. And then that's when she told me, she was like, I know you're very close to your mother. She's like, you're very close to you. Have a close connection to your mom. You love your mother, and your mother has been both your mother and your father figure. And in my head, I'm like, does this bitch know who I am? Now, hold on. Here's the kicker, bro. The only people I've told what I wanted to do with my life was Christian and a couple other people and my mother. I've always said that I wanted to be in the police force. I never wanted to do what I'm doing. I wanted to be in the police force. Now, mind you, I couldn't do it. It was either the military or the police force. And I didn't want to do the military because my fat ass saw some training videos. I said, yeah, I can't do that. And then the police force, again, I saw the training videos and all this other stuff that happens, and I'm like, yeah, I can't do that. Now, I also kind of stopped. I didn't want to go in the police force because, it kind of scared me. They were like, oh, well, people are going to know who you are, and they're going to, you arrested the wrong person, they're going to fucking murder you, all that shit. So then she says, I also do see something. She was like, I know that the job that you're in, like I said, is not the one that you want to do, but I understand that, and I see that you want to do the police force. She's like, that's what you really want to do. I'm seeing something with police or something with like medical, but it's more leaning towards police / firefighter type thing. And that's when I was like kind of speechless. I was like, what the fuck? And then I was like, okay. And then she's like, but just wait and, just wait it out with this job that you have. And, eventually you will progress in that job. And then I said, okay. And then she was like, there's other things that I see. She's like, but they're not really too important things. It's like mild things. She's like, just remember that, this time, right now in your life, you're going through sorrow, you're going through heartbreak. She's like, but don't worry, you'll eventually find somebody who is meant for you. And just remember that the person that you're talking to right now is not the person for you. And then I was like, okay. And then I was like, all right. And then she was like, oh, I think we're done here. And then I was like, all right, sounds good. I was like, thank you, appreciate it. She was like, yep, no problem. Never seen this bitch again in my life. And that's when I went outside and I told Christian, I was like, bro, like she said a lot of things that were like fucking accurate, bro. Like accurate to the T, bro.
There are some things that like I sometimes don't believe with them, at least because like I think when it comes to like this bitch is, I mean, was she Hispanic, white?
No, she looked mixed. If I remember it correctly, they were dressed kind of like gypsies, bro. You know how like gypsies dress with the dress and then like the little
thing. I think it'd be harder to identify what ethnicity she is, but
she looked mixed. She looks like she was white.
I would say that a lot of Hispanic sons do grow up without having their father there.
Yeah, which is true.
Which could be like a straight just like, oh, let's just fucking shoot it or shoot it at the dart or on the fucking target, see if it lands on something.
Yeah.
And then I think a lot of Hispanics too want to be like some sort of like firefighter, medical, policeman type shit.
Not necessarily. A lot of people that I know that who are Hispanics, they want to either be doctors, lawyers, something that has to do with like business, bro. Because, a lot of people, especially people who are like, who come here undocumented, have a kid, and, their kid is living the quote unquote American dream. They want to do something big for their family, for their mom, for their dad. They want to be someone big and, get money and take them out of poverty. So they're going to go for like lawyers, teachers, some with education. Now me, I've always wanted to be in like the police force. Like even when I was younger, I read I know my Miranda rights. I know all of that shit. And it's funny because I'm going to say something. And if this person is watching, don't take it the wrong way. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Okay. But there's people who are legitimately in that police force or who are training to be in the police force and shit. And they don't know a lot of shit. Like they don't. Like if I ask you right now, like read me my Miranda rights.
Off the dome. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and or will be used against you in the court of law. You have the right to an attorney. Mm-hmm. If you cannot afford one will be, I think, appointed to you. Mm-hmm. That's as far as I can get.
So it's like that. It goes, you have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in the court of law. You have the right to an attorney. If you cannot afford an attorney, one will be appointed to you. Considering and knowing your rights, would you like to talk to me?
There you go. Oh, like would you like to talk to me with or without a lawyer?
No, well, when they read your rights, pretty much they're saying these are your rights. Now,
it's only when it gets to the interrogation.
The main thing is you have the right to remain silent. Just because you say I want a lawyer doesn't mean you're guilty. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I used to study all that shit. I used to study the codes 10.4, 10.5, 10.26, all that other shit.
There's a lot.
And I really wanted to be in the police force, and like I told Christian, I was like, dude, I really want to be in a cop. I want to be a cop, and he was always supportive, but. I heard, people would tell me like, don't do it. And then I also thought about it because Christian made a very good point when he said, well, dude, like you're a fucking teen. Like, you're a teenager. You're almost, at the time we were like 17, 18. And he was telling me, he's like, dude, like, you're barely starting your life out. Like, come on, bro. Like, we just graduated. We actually had just graduated high school. He was like, you just graduated high school, bro. Like, obviously you're going to be going through heartbreak or you're going to be dating somebody. Like, all the things that she said are things that, she's going to shoot out and it's either 50-50.
Yeah.
And she was hitting, every single shot pretty much. Maybe I'm just a fucking average Joe, bro. Bro, move your phone, bro.
Fuck. What do you mean? Why? Oh, you can hear it?
Yeah.
What the fuck was that noise? You hear that?
I did hear that
I
noise.
heard like a whack. You hear that?
I did.
What the fuck?
Is that your chair?
No. It sounded like a high pitch, like,
Aliens, bro.
Dude, we're being haunted. That gypsy's coming back. What the fuck? Damn it. I fucking lost my train of thought of some shit. God fucking damn it. I mean, I was going to say, like, when it comes to the police force, too, like, not only, I thought you said you're a team.
What do you mean?
Like, because I thought you said, when Christian said that you're just a team.
No,
I thought you said team.
Teen.
But,
Teenager.
I don't know, man. Like, when it comes to that type of shit, it does, like, a lot of psychological. Oh my fucking god!
It does a lot of psychological what?
Dude, you're gripping onto that handle like you're gripping onto this shit.
Dude, I had fucking
Bro.
I had a horchata.
Bro, I had
fucking the banana smoothie shit. That shit dude, it fucked.
Dude, I had a fart in the morning
and
I was like, oh my god, it's gonna come out. And that shit went Pow! And I was like, yes, sir. Dude, those farts are amazing. But I was gonna say, I wouldn't want to do one of those because, like, especially if they're like in the future, this and that are gonna be present in your life, and then that just does a lot of psychological
damage. Yeah,
because the brain, man.
And my mom said the same thing because I had told my mom, I was like, and you know how Hispanics are. I know esas cosas son del diablo, type shit.
Mm-hmm.
So she told me, she was like, don't do that shit again. Like it's gonna psychologically mess you up. And I thought about it, and it is because, like, think about it. They're like reading your hand and they're like, oh bro, like you probably have like a fucking disease, go to a doctor or something.
I mean, it's literally just like fucking placebo effect times 100.
Yeah,
shit.
it is. But I don't believe in that shit anymore. Like, I really don't believe it because you know how, like, these shows back in my high school days, back in my middle school days, actually, there was a show called Long Island Medium. I don't know if you ever heard of it. It's called Long Island Medium. It's with this chick named Teresa Caputo. She's like a psychic medium or whatever. She goes up to people randomly and she's like, oh, like, did you have a loved one that passed away? And, does it start with a T? Like, just telling him, like, the ghost of your cousin or whoever died, is trying to reach out to you. And that has never happened to me. Now, the way that I see it is either motherfuckers who die don't want to talk to me, or they don't psychic mediums don't exist. So it's either or, but I've never, it's just been walking through, as an NPC, and then fucking a psychic comes up to me and tells me, oh, are you da-da-da, da-da-da wants to talk to you, and, this and that. And I'm like, okay. That's never happened to me. What if it does happen to me, then holy shit, fuck.
I mean,
I'll believe it when that happens, I guess.